Talking of Ahmednasir, because when we bring up Ahmednasir, Ahmednasir ali posts today, don't waste your money. This clown isn't worth a pen of your hard-earned money. And he's filthy rich to underwrite his campaign. Anabonga juu ya Maraga. So, first things, let's, because Amandip Jota
Ask me,
Jongea for
dude.
long. Do you think Maraga is rich? When you look at Maraga.
He's wealthier than me for sure.
But is he rich enough to underwrite his own campaign?
I think campaigns are super expensive, man. I don't think personally. I need more information, but as it seems, I don't think he has enough to fund a campaign that is necessary to win the kind of elections you need to spend in Kenya to win. You know, elections are very expensive. That's why illegal notes right now during election season is going to be about time. Illegal notes are going to come, fake notes are going to come into the system because you know when they hand out after every rally, that's where the biggest expensive, and Maraga refuses to do that, I hear. So that's going to cut down costs but also reduce the number of those votes he's going to get. So I don't know, man. Yeah, he doesn't seem like a guy who could underwrite his own election, but he's definitely not a
poor person.
A poor person. He definitely is wealthier than me for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that job has some good perks, bro. Some really good perks. My judges, bro, after a certain number of years, you come 10, 4 or 5, for example, mita 10 ya kubaindae, grant,
Die.
wako na salo poa,
Salo.
Salon
housing wamepatiwa for majority of their career.
You don't have sheng for housing.
I don't know.
How chuo. Salo. Housing.
Plus, you know, young in Shenge 1990, this is very old Shenge.
Madaros.
But anyway, so he has all of these perks that is out of and a very good salary, but it's not enough just of that to do like a presidential campaign. Bro, you only gave me billions.
So another way to pia kuangalia hivi, you as a lawyer, do you understand why nani anachukia Maraga hivyo?
Nani?
Like Ahmednasir. Because Ahmednasir it's hate. He hates Maraga. Calls him a clown.
Always very vocal through his publications and through himself against Judiciary, even as when he was LSK president. So, okay, so I'd say he's just, I don't know, it's a weird topic to talk on. So, on one hand, he's claiming the judiciary is corrupt. On the other hand, he's also being accused of being corrupt himself. So, it's a weird debate, but I think we, as a legal fraternity, we are going in a very, very dangerous route. Because of all of the arms of government, I think the judiciary is the only one that has a lot of respect and trust from the people.
Yes.
For now. Really?
The reason post-election violence was because there was no trust in the judiciary to handle the presidential election petition.
Yes.
So if we keep eroding the trust in the judiciary, we are putting ourselves in a very dangerous position. It's just as dangerous as tribalism where we are putting us. So like I feel like there are means and ways we can do this outside of eroding trust of our entire judicial system.
Because the way Ahmednasir talked about him, yes? On the other side, Levi Munyeri, you know him, the lawyer. Levi Munyeri wrote, "Time for more talk and more action. Let us raise 1 billion for CJ Maraga before 31st of December 2025. He's the finest that we have." So you have two situations, two lawyers, both looking at Maraga very differently.
I like what he's doing because I think Maraga is changing the shift in Kenya. One, his politics is issue-based. Number two, he has a history of integrity. Number three, he's doing what politicians in most Western societies do. They raise funds for campaigning.
Yes.
So you'll come here and say, oh, these other politicians are good, they don't raise funds. Well, they have your money. They have raised funds from you. You just need consent to it. Yeah?
Yes.
So I think what he's doing is right. And plus, if you really believe in him and you really want to fund him and back him, it's good. And plus, not to mention, these big campaigners like Uhuru, Raila, Ruto, before the presidential elections, they usually have these dinners. Unazikumbuka?
Yes.
Hizi dinners unaitwa kwa dinner ya Raila. Kabla hiyo dinner unaambiwa dinner per seat unaambiwa unalipa ka 100,000. Hiyo si ni funding, wana raise two funds. Even the other side, they're raising funds. So I think that's just his strategy. He's trying to have a modern way. The only thing that can be said that is bad about fundraising is isifike point imefika kwa states where companies are controlling politics to the extent of they are willing to do whatever the votes are being bought. But as of now, I think he's doing the right thing. Whether he's gonna get support, let's wait and see. This is now for the Gen Z and the guys on Twitter. You've been supporting him with retweets. It's time to support him with your wallet.
Or votes, basically the whole...
And votes too.
But I feel the whole point of the funding is so he can
okay,
tell
my
people
biggest
to vote
fear
for
in history ya Maraga ni isifanyike kile ilifanyika Peter Kenneth. Nakumbuka vile Peter Kenneth
I think this time it's going to be different. Peter Kenneth ilikuwa more about madem na vinembe zao. Nakumbuka mimi mwenyewe siwezi kudanganya like there was sikudanganya like in 2017 I think he ran when was it 2013 hapo 2013
yeah
kuna time nilisema that huyu because girls were there like oh he's so beautiful, girls were talking shit hivyo.
No, but
remember the same way walikuwa naita nani Chiloba. So I remember that time nikisema this is some bullshit. Then I remember even like some girl who I think even that dude would not screw her on his Nini because whatever it is, she was like, you're saying like that and you don't look good. I'm like, bitch, I'm not trying to look good, I'm just trying to, I don't care about that. So ilikuwa
shout out to Moab representing for the ugly niggas.
Yeah
takes one to know one, I guess.
Yes.
I knew you were gonna go there.
This is you relate, man.
Excuse us.
And if you're checking here, najua ainda uvaita hapo lakini kushuko kuna kihara hapo hivyo kwa hiyo nywele refu.
Yeah.
You'll never
so
know.
So ilikuwa ni strictly evil. Just girls thought he was cute. With Maraga, it's different because a lot of us
even
who
dudes
changed,
think he's
a lot
cute.
of us who are tired. Ushachikika uko tired.
Kuna msee hata post moja kusema Maraga kwa handsome bro.
Yeah. Like sisi tuko tired. And the fact that we are tired and we think that maybe it's time for Kenya to try something different. We've tried the tribal politics, it's not worked for us. So what if we tried something different?
Let me show you why I think why my fear for PK is. On top of madem kusema ni handsome. Pia kuloga na hii at the time alikuwa MP wapi uko hivyo? Gatanga I think.
Yes.
Alikuwa na this development picture and alikuwa na face ya integrity at that time. So that was a debate around it. I remember even argued with my friend called Mike. Yale wa team PK all the way na akamvotia hata. But here's the thing that happened. A year or so before the election, PK had the streets talking in his favor in terms of him being... So let me just finish. But the closer we got to the election, the more the tribal narrative took over. And even right now, as you can see, a year ago, or like 6 months ago, the support was there. Sindio, Maraga, massive.
Yeah.
But as you can see slowly, hata ukiangalia Twitter, the tribal conversation is starting to come slowly.
Yes.
My fear is now, when you come to now, closer to the election, it's almost like a caveman. Nikawa politicians who come na kikode. Kabili nengi. So my fear is that
it has switched. Different ni. Peter Kenneth was running against Uhuru and Raila. Yes? Yeah. And it was a very tribal time. So since it was very tribal, Uhuru supporters who are Kikuyu could never come out and say they support Uhuru. Raila supporters could never come out and say they support Raila. So how would they lie? They'd lie that they support Peter Kenneth. The difference with now is people are anti-Ruto and it's beyond tribe. Sindio? Alafu on top of that, of people being anti-Ruto, you'll find all tribes. Because there's no... as much as tribalism is there, especially in the urban setting, is not as much as it was 2013, 2017. So what's happening right now is people can come out and be like, you know what, I support Maraga. And we actually believe in Maraga. Why do we believe in Maraga? Not because he's cute or he's whatever. It's because this guy does not represent that old school politics of violence, corruption, intimidation, and all that nonsense. That's why I feel like this time it's different. And umecheki ameweka mpaka your pay bill and people have been contributing and I'm going to contribute. I'd never contribute to any other candidate. I would not contribute to Peter Kenneth. Peter Kenneth alienda Seko nilikuwa and that Seko tumekuwa na record. Apart from Peter Kenneth and development record, there is also Tuju and development record yake Rarieda. But there's something different about Maraga. Does it mean that he's going to win? No. Why? Because the average Kenyan voter has their head stuck up kwa mkundu so far that they can't see that tribal politics won't help them.
I would love to be surprised.
Yes, I don't want to be surprised. Of course.
I wish.
You're
I
trying.
know both of us wish you were wrong.
Yeah.
We all wish you were wrong. That you say he won't win, and even you want him to win.
See, I want him
Because
to
you're going to
win.
donate to
Win.
him, you know.
Yes, I want him to win because I think like if we are able to donate 1 billion by the end of this year, maybe people will start taking him as a serious candidate. Because no one wants to back a losing horse. Everyone wants to back someone who they feel can win, and that's the reason why sasa tutadonate na nitakuwa nikikumbusha wase hapa wa donate. Hopefully through that we can show people that this guy has the money. Now alafu pia campaigns have to change. There's this attitude that people have that the only way to campaign ni kwenda kwa markets na kusimama juu ya gari. Yes, that's one way, but I can assure you another thing. Internet is so powerful. There was no internet in 1992. So if I wanted to come and talk to you, I'd have to come to the market. Yes? Look at all the protests that have been organized lately. Zote zimeorganiziwa online. Umecheki? And watu wametokea kwa streets. So that means that's how powerful internet is. Watu wametokea kwa streets everywhere, from Nairobi to Narok, from Narok to Mombasa, and this has all been through the internet.
The first
So now,
ilikuwa 37 counties.
yeah, so sisi wenyewe kama watu tunataka change, it's up to us kuwa like, damn, there's this Maraga guy. Now it's up to mimi kutembea. If I'm in the village and I have this knowledge, let me talk to my people in the village and be like, you know what, this guy, yes, it's good that this guy is from our tribe, but this other person is going to be good for all tribes. And now we try that. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, at least we tried. And another thing, mi national nikisema Nairobi should be an ODM UDA free zone. Let's start with there. These clowns need to go. These corrupt, violent fucks.
I think Nairobi is too important for it to have such a corrupt system. Because Nairobi is not just important for Kenya. Me, I'm selfish. I think Nairobi is a very important hub for East Africa. So it's for everybody's best interest. Nairobi should, at least Nairobi.
Yeah.
You know, Mombasa, you can have a corrupt politician. Who cares? It's Mombasa.
Scary.
Nairobi is where all the fun and all the money is, bro. This is where I'm just selfish again.
Yeah,
that's why we need a Muindi governor in Nairobi. Because I'm not lying. There was a time Nairobi had a Kala Singh police inspector and it was very safe.
Bro,
Ekonene. So, nimeinterrupt show kupatia some good news. Are you in the UK? Are you in Canada? Are you in Europe? You know what? Good news. Lemfi imefika jo. So ukiwa masaiza US, ukiwa UK, ukiwa Canada, ukiwa Europe, bado unzabaki umetuma pesa through Lemfi. No sahau, Lemfi ukupatiaga the best exchange rates. Na pia, ile story ya $20 cashback on your first transaction, ile equivalent to $100, hiyo bado iko. So, unangoja nini jo? Usahau, tumia promo code ikonene. Yes? Alafu, pia kitu moja na nibamba saizi juu ya Lemfi ni the fact that si lazima ubaki umeseti do kwa your mobile wallet, uzabaki umetransfer do direct from your debit card ikikuja. Alafu the exchanges themselves zinakuwaga instant. Alafu saizi pia kitu mushinaka nikiambia wasi wako US, jua still unzalipa bills za maparo ka uko maju. Unzalipa aje? Cause till numbers na pay bills pia ziko supported na Lemfi. So nangoja nini? Baki umeinstall Lemfi. Yes? Na umesikia vile nimesema US, UK, Canada, Europe. Chukueni Lemfi, chap. Kauko Dubai, masaiza UAE, Lemfi ina come soon. Alafu msisahau jo kutumia promo code ikonene. Unangoja nini? Lemfi, international payments for everyone. Let's go back to the show.
There's a Nyeri MP Muindi.
So he's being recalled, eh?
And akwa recalled juu ya kunini.
Ni wa Meru, I think.
Can you imagine? That is intelligence. How do you go to Meru and convince them not for the Mutuwetu mentality?
Even
that's what Maraga
even
needs.
Si Shabil uko Kisumu.
Yeah.
Shabil always gets Kisumu.
Yeah.
But so nyi mnaona like chances are who are you planning to vote for? Nyinyi?
I'm in Maraga all the way.
I think
He's a good
Maraga.
CJ.
I'm actually even convincing my parents, and I think they will listen to me. So at least 4 votes from us. He has.
Yeah, alafu pia mimi
Try
wife
kuwa convince lakini jo mwaza yangu wako team nani Gachagua mbaya.
What your parents?
Imagine.
But isn't he not allowed to run in the next one if?
No, he can't
he's
run.
Been impeached.
He can't run. He's been
It
impeached.
was there an order? I think there's an order from if not the Court of Appeal. There's one stating that the manner he was impeached is improper.
Ah.
So that allows him to vie again. But even
But-
just now, I think today, alisema kwa press conference in the States that he's going to be a candidate in the presidential.
Ah.
Yes. He said that. You see, shida yake ni
Okay,
nini?
it's gonna be him.
Shida yake ni him. He represents
I don't think it's gonna
tribalism. Like I even did a reaction video to that, and I was talking about the way he's made the tribalist more. Now they can come out and talk tribalism. Like I was watching a clip here, Mbadi,
I think in
the
some...
Treasury CS, and Mbadi was talking about how Luos have been denied IDs. So there is at least 1.6 million Luos who don't have IDs, and they're going to get IDs. When it comes to Kikuyus, it's only 5% who don't have, and they're going to make sure that they also get IDs. And then we'll see who is who in 2017. The reason why these people are talking tribalism that way is because Gachagua anaweza ingia kwa ndege aende mpaka US and only talk about the Kikuyu nation and Mount Kenya instead of the whole of Kenya. And it's sad. So I always say two things can be right. Was his impeachment wrong? Yes. But did he deserve to be deputy president of a country? No. He is Musemaga. He's supposed to be the leader of the Kikuyu Council of Elders. He's not a national leader. I've never heard that even once talk about Kenya. It's always about Mount Kenya. I'm like, fuck you.
Now, and to
You
some
can't
extent,
do
you
that.
can say he's doing more for Ruto than against.
Yes.
So, for example, if he and the other leaders came together and he spoke with the national tongue, I feel like it'll be a big problem because now he'll be bringing people together. The same way Kibaki brought people under one roof under NAC. He could have been doing that because to take out a sitting president in the elections, I think you need a coalition. He will have been doing that. But I think now the way he's speaking is very polarizing, considering the history of our politics. And I think he has this thought process of first, let me consolidate the Mount Kenya vote. It's based on what Jomo Kenyatta did and what Uhuru Kenyatta did.
Yes.
He's assuming that once he's consolidated it, people will come to him now. Okay, so you have the 4 million votes. You have come to it coalition. That's what he's thinking. But we'll see how 2027 plays out.
2027, 2 more years.
2 more years, bro.
Shit.
So
Aish.
so there's the way I look at it is this way. You can't push the tribal narrative for the next 2 years. People are going to be fatigued. Alafu, for you to come out and say, for example, that without Central, hakuna taxes zinaenda, how the hell do you make the other Kenyans feel? They're like, this is tribal superiority, yes? So remember when I did the reaction, because I did a reaction to that and I was quoting Bob Marley. Bob Marley had this song called War. Sijui kama mnajua, mnasikizaga reggae?
Yeah, I listened to Bob Marley.
Yes. So Bob Marley, kwa war, ye usemaga, until the philosophy which holds one race superior and another inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned. Everywhere is war, sindio? And that's the same thing. If you come and tell these other tribes, like, you know what, fuck you. You mean nothing. You contribute nothing to the Kenyan economy. You're just customers. Like that Jay-Z shit, you are a customer. It doesn't work with people. Politics is about emotions. So, akina Mbadi, akina Ruto, you see the way the narrative being pushed right now. The only reason why Ruto is being fought is because it's not Kalenjin. You've seen that narrative, yes? Why didn't they fight? Even Ruto, when he went and said, why didn't they fight Kibaki? Why didn't they fight
Because I was
Uhuru?
12, bro.
Yes, but he's bringing back tribalism. So you should never bring tribalism. And that's what Gachagua is doing. So Gachagua is doing a lot for Ruto. He's helping Ruto 100%. And the fact that ameenda like Boston, and I even did a reaction to that video where in Boston anafika hivi na watu wanasongeshwa line wakiongeleshwa Kikuyu. Maraga on the other side, I don't agree with Maraga. Not Maraga, Matiangi is there talking about Kenya. Gachagua is there talking about Mount Kenya. I was watching this guy I think he's calling himself right now the head of what anajita, the head of Gen Zs or something, the president, some dude kwa streets, this bunge la wananchi. And do you know what he said? Nataka Wakikuyu wako Amerika, ambieni Gachagua hatutaki ukabila. Do you get that? Wakikuyu wako Amerika, ambieni Gachagua. Because when he's gone to America, he's still talking about Mount Kenya instead of Kenya. At least pretend. You see? So now that's why, according to Mimi, the Maragas become very necessary. And that's why for the first time ever, I'm going to contribute to whatever. Even if he doesn't win, at least I'll always convince myself and say, number one, I campaigned for him. I kept telling people on Nini, Maraga. And I kept telling people that, yes, if we remove Ruto and we even give ourselves Matiang'i, we are still going to go to the streets on, on what are they called? Extrajudicial killings. I watched
tuna agree fully.
Yeah.
Kwanza kwa extrajudicial killings, my family has a weird... I have an uncle who was killed extrajudicially. I also have an aunt on my dad's side who was killed extrajudicially, and justice has been hard to come by. So hapo hivyo kwa hiyo point ya Maraga, hapo hivyo we agree 100%. Hapo tuna disputes. Ni hiyo story ya Sierra na Noe sasa ndo
hapo ndio tusikizana. Because come to extrajudicial killings, there's a very sad story that I watched. So this happened in 2007. If you want to know how this country can break your heart. So in 2007, some cops came from Kenya and traveled to Mombasa. And when they Mombasa, they decided to pursue these bad criminals. And ended up, so there was this tuk-tuk in front of them. So the cops wakapita tuk-tuk and then they blocked it. There were 5 people inside that tuk-tuk. 1 lady and 4 guys. They came out, put their hands in the streets and in the air. Do you know that these cops, waliwaangusha, there was 1 lady, the lady, she ended up akaingia chini ya tuk-tuk because of fear. This cop went down and finished her off. Did they ever go to jail?
So your story...
I don't know.
The question is, I'm just asking you, did they ever go to jail?
I don't know. I don't know the case.
They never went to jail. So there was an inquiry. So this happens in 2007, before the post-election violence. This is November. The inquiry is finished in 2011. In 2011, the judge says there was no justification to kill these people. So these people need to be criminally charged. 14 years later, they've never been criminally charged. The same guys, one of the guys who executed our watu, ni ali-execute wale wa Hindi. Nako wa Hindi flani wali-executiwa, was it last year or something? Either the Pakistanis in a
the
Prado.
Journalist.
Yes, one of them now is facing charges for that, but he never faced charges for this other. Like, how sad is this country? And sometimes you look at it and you're like, if I'm the president, why am I protecting this guy?
Not only that, dude, let me bum you out even more. Just recently, the guy who shot the vendor in the face with the shotgun, the same cop, he's on Twitter doing singing
Bongo
songs. Yes,
yeah, that asshole
with
sings
asking
bongo
for with police uniform. So he still has a job after video proof.
Was that before or after he was...
I don't know, like recently. I just saw the video recently.
He was remanded. He was remanded. So I think someone is running his account and they are trying to spite us. The same thing that happened with Majuzi. Someone posted photo ya Waititu, and Waititu is still in jail. But they posted photo ya 2014. So people are full of shit. People will always do things to provoke
fucking
people.
It's not only, it pisses me off. Like, I think you should not be in uniform at least.
Yes.
Extrajudicial killings is such a sensitive topic. When it happened to our family, I remember we were more scared to look for justice. The main priority was manze stay low. The story issue. Meanwhile kuna msee wenye amemada tunakarawa hivyo. Mentality imekuwa ogope karawa. So imekuwa for a long time. But to also acknowledge the change that's happening, at least now cops are being charged. People complain about its speed and everything, but at least you can see progress is being made. Cops are being charged and some of them are being held account. Sometimes it takes the action of the people. For example, identifying that cop on Twitter.
Yes.
So back in the day, they're not being charged at all. So I think it's small steps, and I think we are slowly going into a progressive society, even as a progressive people. People still forget we're still a young country. How many years? 60?
Yes.
To be at a position where these other developed countries are, they're like 200, 300, 400 years old.
What about Singapore?
Yeah.
What about Dubai?
I think hiyo ni zile excuse
What about
tunajipeaga.
Germany after
No,
World
say
War II?
excuse me, ni mi
Tunajipeaga.
kutry kuona the positive juu simekisho tumeipitia